So this is how you flip the script. So what do you do when you find out the new hire they just plucked off the street is making twice your salary? That's the topic of today's Reddit thread, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do when your employer proves that he doesn't value you and how you can earn the money you truly deserve. So today's question comes from a professional level travel advisor catering to high-end clients. Their employer just hired a new person off the street for roughly $23,000 more than the current employee was making, and they're wondering how should they handle the situation. Now, I've been in that situation before. They weren't making $23,000 more than me, but it was a significant amount. The main thing you should not do is start bad-mouthing your boss or the company. There's an old saying that goes, when you're up to your nose in shit, keep your mouth shut. And that's what I'm advising you to do right now. Don't let on to anyone that you're dissatisfied, because you never know who has the boss's ear. And once you tell somebody a secret, you can't untell them, and then it's too late. So here's your 3-step standard operating procedure to prepare to ask for the pay you deserve. Number 1, gather all the documentation you can to gather evidence showing the problems you solved, the disasters you prevented, the customers you made happy, and the performance you have demonstrated. Step 2, take your evidence file along with the job posting, take it to your boss, and ask them to explain exactly why someone off the street should earn more than you have been earning when they don't have the same level of skills you have, and present them with your evidence. Now here is step 3. You cannot bluff. I have been in this exact situation. I was asking for a cost of living adjustment, not a performance raise. Inflation had gone up after COVID, and my buying power had been evaporated to the point of 20 to 25% below what I had before COVID. And so I thought I presented a logical case. I demonstrated all the hours I had spent in overtime that I was not compensated for because I was on salary. I had volunteered for projects. I had taken on more software. I had taken on more tasks. I had a good history of keeping my stakeholders happy. And I even became a team player when it was suggested we all get a master's degree in information technology offered by my employer. Although I had a bachelor's, I could not see the point in having a master's. But I still joined the team to be a team player, getting this 2-year degree, which was essentially 2 years of a part-time job on top of my regular time on the job. When I laid out this evidence to my manager, she simply looked at me and goes, well, you just did that because you wanted to. And I just shut up. I realized there was nothing else I could do about the situation. I had 2 choices: stay where I was, accept the pay, keep my mouth shut, and become their corporate slave from then on. Because if I threatened to leave and I didn't, well, then they knew they had leverage over me. Number 2, which was the choice I made, keep my mouth shut, bide my time, update my resume, wait for the right job to come along, apply for it, get the job, turn in my 2 weeks notice, and get the hell out of there. And that's exactly what happened. The right job came along at the right time. 30 days later, I was gone. And imagine the surprise on my boss's face and her director's face when I turned in my 2 weeks notice and they were completely caught flat-footed. So if you're not already doing this, documenting your work history and all those small things that you do that go unnoticed at work because the disaster never happened, you need to become your own PR agency, your own advocate. You need to start documenting these little things that you do on a daily basis that demonstrate skills that no one ever sees. Now, I know this is a big hassle, having to stop and document things at the end of the day or the end of the week, trying to recall all these little things because you're already stressed out enough at work. You're already stretched thin enough. This is just one more chore you have to take care of. So I developed a complete set of prompts in a single document that you can feed right into your favorite AI. It will interview you and uncover these skills that you don't even realize you have, and it'll help you build out your evidence file for that next promotion, raise, or that next job interview. It'll also make it easier for you to send out like a weekly email to your boss to let him know what's going on in your area, what you're working on, what problems are still outstanding, what your plans are. It'll keep track of all these things for you and produce it in a document that you just copy and paste into your email with a little bit of editing on your part to make sure it's just right. And each one of these prompts runs automatically. Now, this is not fully automated because I believe in AI is the assistant, but the human is left to make the final call and the judgment. So after each prompt runs, it'll give you an output of what it has assessed and analyzed and give you an opportunity to modify it, change it, or say, that's good enough, move on to the next prompt. It does this for each prompt, and at the very end, it generates your report, your evidence file that you can store in your Google Drive or Thumb Drive and build your case over time, documenting all these skills you have that no one ever notices. And as a bonus, it'll also tell you the things that you should be focusing on in your career as AI becomes more and more integrated into your systems. It'll tell you what AI can't do, what AI can do, what you should hand off to AI, and the skills you should be focusing on that AI cannot replace. That's what makes you most valuable, is doing those human things that AI can't do and giving AI all the grunt work, just like you're training a new hire. So if you run across this type of thing in your workplace, how did you handle it? And if you'd like a copy of the prompt system that you can just drop into your favorite AI, comment the word PUCK, P-U-C-K, below, and I'll shoot you the link, because this is the part no one ever thinks about.